And Erik Jones with Petty GMS will be starting 11th tomorrow. No wins yet for Jones, at least yet this season, but several top 10 finishes have him in the thick of the playoff chase. Will Kunkel went one-on-one with Jones earlier this week.
Let's now bring in the driver, the man himself from the 43 car, Erik Jones of Petty GMS Motorsports. Erik, thanks for coming on, man. How you been?
I'm good. I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
So I feel like the first question all the time is, so what do you think of the next-gen cars? But we're deep enough into the season that I don't really want to talk about the next-gen cars in that fashion. I want to talk about the fact that, do you think genuinely that you would have 2 top 5 finishes, which you do this year, without the next-gen car? And when I ask that, I mean, has it really helped level the playing field for everybody, no matter the team, no matter the funding, the type of dollars that you have, make this a more competitive sport from top to bottom?
Yeah, I think it has. I mean, I look at last year and compared to this year, and I don't think that we're going to have the success that we currently are with the old car. So it's been good for us. We've got some great people at Petty GMS, and that's really what's made the car better. You know, we've been able to take what NASCAR's given us with our car this year with the next-gen car and just improve on it. And so it's been a great thing for us and a lot of teams throughout the garage, I think.
So with that being in mind, you go to Darlington. It's not a super speedway where, you know, at super speedways, teams and races and cars and drivers always kind of had a chance. You survive the big one, you stay alive. Do you feel like you have more of a chance every single weekend, especially going into a race like Darlington because of this car? And what are the expectations going into Darlington?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I look at Darlington, and obviously it's been a really good track for myself. I was able to win there a few years ago, and you know, just hope to repeat that. And I really think this year, with the way it's been going and the speed we've had at a couple of races this year, that we have an opportunity to do that. I'm really confident in that. So that's exciting as a driver. You know, last year going to Darlington, I wouldn't have probably had that same thought going in. So it's pretty cool to be able to go back this year with our group that we have right now and really feel like we're going to have a good shot to go do it this weekend.
This is a weird question, but for fans that are, you know, guys and gals that are fans of like football, baseball, basketball, the goal is to always go out there and win, or it's really not something that you want to talk about. It's not a team that you want to cheer on. But in NASCAR, you kind of have a goal based on your car and your funding, what team you're with, whether it's to be P18 to P22, whatever it might be. Have those goals changed this year because of that? Like, do you legitimately feel like you can compete in any single race any given weekend now?
It's changed a lot. You know, last year for us in the 43 car, I would say a top 10 was a really solid day. And then the last couple of weeks, we've run top 10 and been a bit frustrated almost with the finishes, you know. So it's definitely been a shift for us, but it's been a good shift. You know, we all want to compete and be competitive and race for wins in the Cup Series. It's just really tough. And with the years past, with the way the cars were, it was really tough to do that as a smaller group with less funding. So this year, with that leveled up, you know, I think we have people capable of taking this car and doing just as good as anybody with it. So that's been fun for me, and I think our goals this year are definitely changed to make the playoffs, number 1 on points, but number 2, be able to get a win and lock ourselves into the playoffs here. So some good tracks coming up, obviously Darlington this weekend and then on to Kansas next weekend, both really good tracks for me and for RPM. So excited about that and excited to get to those.
Saw that you were out motorcycling with Kyle Petty. How was that? And did you get any one-on-one time and hear some old war stories?
Yeah, it was fun. We went out, or I went out on the Kyle Petty charity ride for the last couple of days. We were out in Utah and Arizona kind of riding around. So it was fun. Kyle, we got to chat a bit and hear some stories. The King was there, so talked to him quite a bit. Ken Schrader was out there. Herschel McGriff just got inducted in the Hall of Fame. He was actually on the ride. 94 years old, and he's out there riding with us. So it was pretty cool. We heard some pretty cool stories over the last few days.
On a given day, you NASCAR drivers are about as busy as I've seen anybody in like life. I mean, I was with Austin Dillon, Tyler Reddick. We did a Mission 600 trip yesterday at Fort Bragg, and then they fly home. They go to a pickleball tournament. It's all fun stuff, but like, tell the people like, how insane your days are, because I don't think they understand that it's just not show up on Sunday, go in circles, go fast, and get a couple bucks.
Not quite. I think so. We wish it was like that, you know, but yeah, this actually today, right now, is my first day. I've been home in about a week. I was out in Dover last weekend and came home for a few hours, flew right out to Utah to join up on the charity ride. And and going into next week, I'm going to be traveling around doing stuff all week again next week too. So I don't know. I think my next day off is probably next Wednesday. I think I might have that day kind of marked off myself. But it's been fun. This time of year is just, I don't know. Every year it seems like it gets pretty busy, pretty crazy. There's just a lot of stuff going on, but it's all fun stuff. We get to do a lot of cool things, and it's hard to turn some of those opportunities down. You want to try to get in on everything you can.
Well, it's a short season, though. You only race February to November. Eric, we appreciate you, man.
Exactly.